The cave you fear to walk into holds the treasure you seek, because fear tells us what it is we need to confront.
You want to be a force of change for the world, for peace, for justice, for everything beautiful. Well, understand fear. This change you're looking for will only occur when you liberate yourself from fear. This liberation automatically creates presence, which liberates others. Like a domino effect, because the less fear we have and the less fear we attach to, the more present we are, the more unclouded by petty thought forms we become. We are constantly being tempted to swap out our infinite potential with mundane motion, to deny the powers of creation and creator.
Our fear projects outside of us as dramas. In a world so full of dramas, is it any wonder that we are being called to resolve our innermost fear through being in the midst of its orchestrations?
We are inherently magical creatures, carrying a spiritual intuition, a divine mind, a magic. This magic is what drives every pursuit in our lives. We may think we operate in order to achieve external gratification or societal rewards, but the truth is, it is the infinite intuition that begs to be seen, using the outer as a canvas to let itself be known. What fulfills most is nothing less than an ever-advancing, ever-present relationship with the inner self and its magic. No external gift can compare. The biggest hurdle to seeing this magic is our own fear. We are only allowed freedom to the extent that our inner fears are noticed and transformed. We may transform any fear into a strength. Radiating from inside to the external world, reality is always guided for the purpose that we uncover and remember the vastness and beauty of the divine. All that life displays from moment to moment, even in silence, it's all intrinsically tied to the consciousness of the experiencer for the sake of ascension. Earth mirrors the many sicknesses that arise from fear, from the lack of recognition of the divine and its magic. This magic, again, is in us. It created us. It is us. It needs no worship. It needs no name to be itself. Our magic is revealed and consciously experienced as we end the battles within, as we clear the tension in our psyche and release the dis-ease of our minds. Journeying further and further into what is true, we can access a reality beyond fear. Fear is a disease. It's a disease of forgetfulness. We forget who we are and who we have always been. Outside of linear earthly experience and drama, we have always remained in a state of pure art. The biggest conspiracy is that we've forgotten who we are, plain and simple. The more we follow the external in this dark age, the more lost and forgetful we will be of our true self. But our true self exists in an eternal golden age. So, although the tendency can be to wait for external navigation first, if we're feeling lost, our fears can only be quenched through centering. As we center, we are called to heal and follow what is nurturing, physically, mentally, and spiritually. We merge the above and below and let all actions reflect the heart's true desires, and let no fear be left unseen. This is the way of the Hyperborean warrior, of the hero. Religion has split our own awareness of spiritual matters into externalized, opposing dualistic camps of heavens and hells, of angels and demons. This duality does not have to exist. These dualities, these realities of heaven and hell, actually reside inside of us. Only fear maintains this split, this struggle. If we choose to harmonize the self through shadow work, through confrontation, we find that there is actually only one reality, always accessible, untethered by the prisons of duality. Intuition holds all wisdom. This is the magic. Sophia releases herself as we release our own intuition, letting the true magic reign free, creating a reality outside of fear.
The fear must be spoken to and healed and realized and understood for our world and our universe to get back to a state of visible harmony. The buildup of unintegrated energies conglomerates into fear. If a divine change can be made and isn't, then the energy that could be used for healing is flipped around, as per the Hermetic law of opposites, and what could have been a healing scenario is now a fearful scenario. Because our energy that isn't used for healing, it instead builds up into a fear. Remember, energy can't be created or destroyed. So this transference can translate into an anxiety, a paranoid thought form, even a physical ailment. And yes, most mental illness is just the buildup of unresolved fear. The self, along with everything else in creation, requires homeostasis. The more one dares to look into themselves, the more one obtains. We think of the archetype of the hero, the masculine, battling the dragon, representing fear, to save the feminine from imprisonment.